Roberts is a fascist that thinks that the government and big corporations
Roberts is okay. Even, without even getting into that, Roberts is the Chief Justice. That's been decided. I'm not here to defend John Roberts. I'm merely questioning whether Sonia Sotomayor is a good choice. It doesn't, that's not, you try to make each decision on its own terms. Is she the best person? And what the hell does that mean? I don't know. That's all. That's a pretty simple question. I don't know why it's so difficult to answer that question. What do you mean when you say that all Latinas are wiser than all white men? And by the way, why is that okay? Like, why, if she,
who cares?
Why is it okay to beat up on white men? And why are white people so guilty that they have to sit there and take it?
But who cares what she says? Hey, she's we're making a big deal out of it. Who cares what she says?
Yeah, I want to read her.
What do you mean, who cares? That's the whole point. Shouldn't we judge her by what she thinks?
Well, yeah, who cares?
What do you mean? So it's just okay to have some woman whose parents were born in Puerto Rico because they were born in or whatever. No, the point is it doesn't matter where her parents were born. It doesn't matter if she grew up in a project or who cares.
Exactly. Back to my original thought.
What does she believe? What does she think? What are her ideas? What's her judgment like? And this is an example, and I think we should talk it through and explain. She should explain it.
I got something coming up here in about a half an hour you're going to like. Why talk about this stupid-ass Mexican bitch that's getting ready to be on the Supreme Court when I got pubic hair burrito coming up in a few minutes?
Who's pubic hair burrito?
See, look at Brent. I've completely got off the script. He's like a bear. He's like Tonk the grizzly bear. As soon as you show Tucker a marshmallow, he completely is not mad no more. Like when we had this 500-pound grizzly bear come in, Tucker, and he'd be so pissed off, and as soon as you'd show him a little treat, he'd be like, "Oh, treat!" He'd be so happy. Same with Tucker, man. Brett, we're talking about something real important, and as soon as I get him off base, I'll we get this thing called pubic hair burrito, okay? And we take 3 men, 3 interns here at the station, and we go to Taco Bell and we get 3 big beefy burritos, okay? Well, yesterday the guys, the Bubba Raw crew, they cultivated everybody's in the building. Everybody had to go in the bathroom and shave their pubic hair, and we put it into a bag.
Oh my God,
Tucker, how would you like to work here, man? We got the best working environment.
You know what? Do they get extra? They get combat pay for that?
They get nothing. So listen to me. So the Bubba Raw camera guys and Miller went around and cultivated, quite a nice amount of everybody's pubic hair, and then we put it into a paper bag. Well, we take one of the 3 burritos. And we, because a burrito's closed on both ends, so you can't see, the stuff inside of it. So we took one of the 3 and we stuffed it full of pubic hair, and we wrapped it all up so it looks like a perfectly, burrito. And then the guys spin a wheel as to who gets to pick first, second, and third, and each guy gets a burrito in front of them. And then we give them, ready, bite. Everybody bite into it, and one of the 3 guys is going to have a mouthful of pubic hair.
Oh, that is just disgusting. So it's not just you're not putting 1 or 2 stray hairs in there.
No, it's a mound. It's like a 70s porno mound.
Okay, see, that's where I draw the line. Like when I'm out to dinner and I get a hair in my food, it doesn't bother me. I'm not. You know what I mean?
Right.
I'm not afraid of hair. But a mound of pubic hair, and no offense, but maybe like Ned pubic hair.
Yeah.
That would definitely wreck my meal.
Especially if it was a black person, right, Tucker?
Yeah, exactly. Ned proclaims to have Don King-like pubic hair where he can part it.
For real?
My pubic hair...
Do you use product down there?
No, my pubic hair will poke your eyes out. Literally.
Luckily, I'll never put myself in jeopardy.
Tucker, how's your grooming techniques?
I gotta be honest with you, I'm not Mr. Grooming. In fact, most of the time, my only grooming product is a bar of Dial soap. That's about all
So Tucker,
that works for shampoo.
So when I watch you on TV, next time I watch you on TV, I can close my eyes and picture a 70s type mound. Yes or no?
That's weird.
Oh, you mean do I go in for the Brazilian? No, you're kidding.
Yeah, but you can close your eyes and you can imagine him being unshaved.
No, shut up, Spice.
Unshaved?
Are you
cannot tell me. You can't tell me.
100%
for male pubic grooming.
Hold on. Let me tell you something, Tucker.
This needs to go to the Supreme Court.
This is good right here.
Hold on, Tucker. Bubba the Love Sponge, the guy you interviewed, the guy that, the rugged, man's man that can talk about Healy arc welding and talk about the camber and Casper on my race car and to talk about hand lapping a valve. I am 100% bald down there.
You are kidding. Why? Because of some disease? Did you have like German measles?
No. It's such a more cleaner presentation. I have
but,
none.
I mean, I'm not even necessarily against that, though secretly, you can't see me now, but I am shaking my head in horror. But you have to go through a process to get bald, right?
No, well, you just take some like the hair clippers deal, and you get it down, to an AstroTurf type deal. You go from a bush to an AstroTurf, and then you take just a regular razor, a Gillette, Bic, whatever, and you touch it up, and then once a week when I'm in the shower, I just touch it up.
Wow, aren't you? First of all, I don't want a razor anywhere near there.
First of all,
there's just a castration anxiety that arises when that happens. And second, isn't that a hassle?
No, not at all. It takes me about a minute. I do my arms, my underarms, my chest, and my testicles and scrotum.
I don't believe you shave your underarms.
Brent?
Yeah, it's 100%.
I just showed him.
Yep.
100%. 100%. It's so much more cleaner.
With all respect, Bubba, that is really freaky. That kind of freaks me out.
100%.
Unless you're on the high school swim team, I'm not sure.
Well, I'm not Bubba Phelps by all means. But
Or going to a bathhouse.
I'm not going to a bath.
That's exactly right. You're hanging around the showers at the YMCA.
I think the underarms thing's a little weird, but
yeah, the underarm thing's a little bit weird. Do you use men's deodorant or women? Do you use Secret or Old Spice?
No, I use Old Spice, man. The swagger.
Wow. How long have you been doing this?
I've been doing it now about 10 years, and it just, just think about less hair causes less, stink, causes less, perspiration. Just it's a cleaner deal by all means.
Wait, let me just ask you, not to get too personal, but when you're like covering this all up with the undergarments, do you ever do the thong or no?
No, come on, Tucker. Now you're living. now you're asking.
Your underarms. This is kind of freaking me out.
But now you're asking questions for personal gain. You really want to know that. That's really something that you want to know personally. That's nothing for Come on.
No, but let me ask you this: once you do shave the block and tackle, can you wear boxer shorts again? Or do you have to wear?
Why would you not be able to wear boxer shorts?
I don't know. Don't you kind of give up your right to wear boxers at that point?
Well, first of all, no, I don't give up my right to do anything. And secondly, I guarantee you that if you had your wife look at my presentation downstairs and then your subsequent presentation downstairs, she would say that mine is not necessarily based on size or girth or anything, but it's a better looking, more user friendly for her presentation.
You know what? I'll be totally honest with you. I am a genuinely open-minded person. I haven't thought this through. I'm not going to pass judgment on it right now.
Yeah,
I actually, you may be totally right. I am leaving open that possibility. I'm not judging you at all.
Before you knock it, why don't you try it?
Well, that's a good point. I don't think I could keep up with the maintenance schedule.
Well, hold on. Do you take a shower every day?
Of course, yeah.
Okay, do you have an extra 1 minute? 1 minute, Tucker. 1 minute. I mean, can you stay off the Marlboro Red for 1 minute and literally you use the same soap, the same Dial soap or Zest soap that you just lather your arms and your testicles up and you just give it a once around. It's not a big deal.
Wait, so you shave the underside too?
Yes. Everything.
Whoa.
I have. You will not find a strand of hair.
Okay, but that's not. Well, hold on. I mean, not to get too technical here, but just that's not a flat surface. I mean, that's a serrated. That's a corrugated surface. Okay, so imagine trying to shave a corrugated surface.
Now, hold on. Yes, you're right. Now, hold on. The skin in which your scrotum is housed in is a very tough like skin, kind of like an elephant kind of skin. As you know. I'm sure you do inspections as you're supposed to do testicular checks and stuff like that, right, Brent? You're supposed to make sure that you don't have any nodules on you. I'm being very, 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 very clinical here. But it's I'm not taking the razor down there and going sideways with it and do a Ginsu Willie. You grab the shaft of your penis and you pull it up like towards your belly button, which kind of causes the scrotum to be kind of taut. And then you give it a once around. Boom, boom, boom. I've never in 10 years never nicked myself. Ever.
Wow. Well, you get points for boldness in my book. What do you do? Do you use the Gillette sensor or what?
It doesn't matter. I mean, whatever the old lady's got laying up there in the shower from using her on her legs.
So you're using her razor.
Oh, I just grab one. I mean, who cares? I mean, after I use it and it goes through my